The Hidden Waterfall. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village, nestled at the edge of a vast woodland, there lived a blonde-haired boy named Oliver. Oliver was a curious, adventurous soul, always seeking new experiences and hidden treasures. The villagers often shared tales of a legendary waterfall hidden deep within the heart of the woodland, a place so serene that it had the power to wash away all worries and bring peace to one's soul. One crisp and sunny morning, as the first rays of sunlight filtered through the leaves of the ancient trees, Oliver decided it was time to embark on a quest to find the fabled waterfall. He had heard stories of its beauty and the soothing melodies of water cascading over moss-covered rocks, and he longed to experience its magic for himself. Oliver packed a simple knapsack with some bread, cheese, and a bottle of clear spring water. He wore his favourite worn-out trainers, a comfortable pair of jeans, and a faded blue t-shirt. He set off on his journey with a heart full of anticipation, feeling the warmth of the sun on his face and the gentle breeze ruffling his hair. As he ventured deeper into the woodland, the trees grew taller and more imposing. Their branches formed a lush green canopy that filtered the sunlight, creating a dappled pattern of light and shadow on the forest floor. Birds sang cheerful melodies from the treetops, their voices blending into a harmonious chorus. Oliver followed a narrow, winding path that seemed to beckon him forward. The path was adorned with colourful wildflowers that swayed in the breeze, their fragrant scent filling the air. He couldn't help but smile as he walked, feeling a sense of wonder and peace enveloping him. Time seemed to slip away as Oliver continued his journey, his thoughts drifting like leaves on a gentle stream. He marvelled at the intricate patterns of ferns and the delicate lacework of spider webs glistening with dew. Nature's beauty surrounded him. He felt a deep connection to the woodland that had been his playground since childhood. After what felt like hours of walking, Oliver noticed a change in the sound of the forest. The gentle murmur of a stream reached his ears, and he quickened his pace, excitement building within him. As he followed the sound, he came upon a crystal clear brook winding its way through a mossy glade. Sunlight danced on the water's surface, creating a sparkling tapestry that was almost hypnotic. Oliver knelt by the stream and cupped his hand, taking a refreshing sip of the cool water. It was the purest he had ever tasted. He couldn't resist filling his bottle to take some with him. As he continued his exploration, he realized that the brook was leading him deeper into the woodland, and he followed its gentle course with an unshakable sense of purpose. The air grew cooler, and the scent of damp earth and moss intensified. Tall ferns lined the path, and ancient trees with gnarled roots stood like guardians of the forest's secrets. Oliver's heart swelled with anticipation, as he knew he must be getting closer to the hidden waterfall. Then, as he rounded a bend in the path, he heard it. A soft, melodious sound that seemed to resonate with every heartbeat of the forest. It was the sound of water cascading over rocks, the sound he had been longing to hear. Oliver quickened his pace, Soon, the woodland opened up to reveal a breathtaking sight. Before him, an ancient waterfall, its waters tumbling down from a height that seemed to touch the sky. The waterfall was surrounded by lush greenery, and the rocks at its base were covered in a thick carpet of moss. Sunlight streamed through the leaves, creating rainbows in the mist that rose from the cascading water. Tears of awe and joy filled Oliver's eyes as he beheld the magnificent sight before him. He approached the waterfall with reverence, feeling the cool spray on his face and the soothing sound enveloping his soul. He realized that the legends were true. The ancient waterfall held a magic of its own. Oliver found a smooth rock by the waterfall's edge and sat down, feeling the energy of the waterfall flow through him. He closed his eyes and listened to the symphony of nature, the rustle of leaves, chirping of birds, melodious sound of the waterfall. It was as if time had ceased to exist, and he was at one with the woodland. As he sat there, Oliver reflected on the journey that had brought him to this sacred place. He realized that the true treasure of the woodland was not just the hidden waterfall, but the journey itself, the beauty of the forest, the serenity of the stream, and the wonder of discovery. With a deep sense of gratitude in his heart, Oliver knew that he had found the peace he had been seeking. He understood that in the heart of nature, one could find solace, wisdom, and a connection to something greater than themselves. It was a reminder that the world was full of hidden treasures, waiting to be discovered by those with open hearts and adventurous spirits. As the day began to wane and the sunlight took on a golden hue, Oliver reluctantly tore himself away from the waterfall. He knew he had to return to the village, but he carried the memory of his magical place with him, etching it into his heart and soul. The journey back was just as enchanting as the journey in, and Oliver felt a profound sense of contentment. The woodland had given him a gift of tranquility, and a deeper understanding of the beauty that surrounded him every day. When he finally returned to the villagers noticed the change in him. He was no longer the same curious boy who had set out that morning. He was now a young man with a sense of inner peace and wisdom that seemed beyond his years. Oliver shared his adventure with the villagers, recounting the beauty of the woodland and the magic of the hidden waterfall. His words painted a vivid picture of the serene place, and it left the villagers in awe. From that day on, Oliver became known as the boy who had found the ancient waterfall and had been touched by its magic. He continued to explore the woodland, but he always returned to the waterfall when he needed solace and inspiration. And so, the legend of the waterfall lived on, passed down through generations, a reminder that in the heart of nature, one could find not only beauty, but also peace that could wash away all worries and bring serenity to the soul. Oliver's journey had taught him that the greatest treasures were often found in the simplest of places, and the magic of the world was waiting to be discovered by those who dared to seek it.